much has YouTube paid me? Nobody asked, but I'm going to chat about another YouTube channel of mine that is a monetized channel. I started that channel in June 2023 and I got monetized in September 2024. So over a year of trying to get monetized on that channel, it took me over a year to get monetized. Now, in order to get monetized on YouTube, you need to get 1,000 subscribers and you need to have 4,000 watch hours within a 12-month time frame. Now, this is for long form content and this helps you get the AdSense. So it can take a long time to get monetized on YouTube. You will see some people who get monetized in 90 days, but other people like myself, it can take over a year to get monetized. So if you started a YouTube channel and you feel like you are nowhere near your watch hours, etc., please know that it can be a long journey. If you haven't started your YouTube channel yet, why haven't you started? What's stopping you? And I think I know the reason. I think that it's fear. I think you're overthinking it. If you are, please don't. I say this because I've been there too, where I'm so scared to start YouTube, so scared to be seen, so scared about creating videos that aren't perfect videos, all of that. I know that feeling. Like I said, I have been there. And what I will say to you is that when you step out of your comfort zone and you try something new, you will have that fear. But the more often you do it, the more often you create content, that fear will not go away entirely, but it won't feel so heavy on you anymore. But if you don't try, then you're going to build that fear up to even greater heights in your mind, and you will continue to put it off. So if you are thinking about starting a channel and you really, really want a YouTube channel, go ahead and start. And if you started your YouTube channel and you aren't being consistent, why aren't you being consistent on your YouTube channel? If you want to get monetized, you do have to be consistent and you need to improve every video that you create. I mean, YouTube is not like completely easy. No, you have to put in the time and effort, and some days it can feel painful because you want to reach your monetization goal, but it's not that easy to get there because you have to create content, you have to show up for yourself, for your audience. You have to find out what YouTube is about. You have to find out what resonates with your audience. When you do have your YouTube channel, understand that different niches pay different amounts. So if you have a finance channel and a tech channel, your payments are more likely to be higher than if you had a cooking channel. But don't only choose a niche because you think this one is going to pay more than that one. Choose a niche based on what you actually enjoy. And I say this because if you are going to create content, hundreds, thousands of videos about a certain topic, you might as well enjoy creating the content. If you do it just for the sake of getting the highest AdSense, the highest money from YouTube, soon you are going to feel burnt out and soon you actually aren't going to enjoy the process. Because if it's not something that really interests you, it's going to feel like a really, really difficult job. Why is YouTube so different from other platforms? I think YouTube is great at building community. So you have your YouTube channel, right? But you also are hearing from your audience in the comment section. They are engaging with you. You're building your own tribe, your own people, and they give back so much as well. Don't be afraid that when you start your YouTube channel that you are going to get all these negative feedback, all these haters. Yes, some people will be trolls. Some people will just be cruel for the sake of being cruel. But the far majority of people in your YouTube comments are going to be positive and encouraging and supportive and kind. So don't let the judgment of others stop you from creating content. And if you start a YouTube channel and you just overthink the next video that you're going to create, think about all the skills you're building. Sometimes we chase this monetization so much. And I get it. We want money, right? Let's be real. We're living in this real world where money is important. Money pays the bills. I get that. But also understand that YouTube, being a YouTuber, it teaches you skills. People think, oh, is YouTube a real job? Absolutely. YouTube can be a completely real job because you got to get up, you got to plan what you want to do, you have to edit your videos, you got to think about titles, you got to think about thumbnails, you got to think about hooks. What are hooks? Catching your viewers in the first 10-15 seconds so that they can continue to watch more of your video. If you don't have a strong hook, something that reels in your viewer, when they first start watching your video, they are just going to watch for a bit and bounce. They're out of there. So, you learn all these things about being a YouTuber, and it is fascinating. I'm 42 years old. I love learning. I love learning about YouTube. If there's something that you really love in this world, right? Maybe it is that you love cycling, or maybe it is that you love knitting and you want to share this with other people. You can build so much on YouTube. You get the money from the AdSense, you get that money, but you can also get money from sponsorships. You can also get money from brand deals, affiliate links. For example, if you know that you love a certain bicycle, you can link to that bicycle on Amazon, and if people click on that link and purchase that bike, you get a percentage of that sale. So there are many, many ways to build and grow your audience, but also build and grow your money. Now, for me on my channel that is monetized, I'm currently only earning money through AdSense, okay? But like anything in life, things take time. Your YouTube channel takes time. It takes time to figure it out. It takes time to understand what's the best way forward for you. So on the YouTube channel that is monetized, I have made $44.64, and you'll be surprised to see where most of this money came from. So my short feeds, I made $28.75. My watch page ads, I made $15.89. Supers and gifts, I got nothing. So this means that most of my money actually came from my short videos, my YouTube shorts, right? And the remainder came from the long form, $15.89. Now, again, looking at the total, $44.64. So when you look at this amount, $44.64, you'll say, oh, this is not a lot of money. And I completely agree. I know that. But what it did for me was it made me realize, oh, okay, so even though I knew theoretically that you can make money on YouTube, I hadn't experienced it before. So it had a mindset shift for me, knowing, oh, you can actually make money. But like sometimes the money isn't great, right? Like on one of my highest days here, it's $2.69. And then like really, really low because I'm now not consistent on this channel. I'm really not consistent on this channel. That's why it's become so low. But the thing is, to know that you can make money digitally, to know that you can make money in the online world, it really does do something for you. So even if this amount is $1, for me, it just proved to me that you can make money online. And remember, I grew up in a time where YouTube didn't even exist. So to now see that YouTube, a social media platform, gives me money, right, is amazing. And I haven't been paid out by YouTube yet because you have to reach a certain threshold to actually get this amount. So it's interesting to see how it fluctuates every day, etc. So let's look at it from a monthly basis, right? October last year, I made $27.80, and this was actually my highest month because I was creating a great deal of content. September, $6.51, November, $3.80. So you can see it's never always the same amount, right? December, $1.34, April, $1.22, Feb, $0 actual dollars, but 92 cents. And you can see how it changes month on month. And really, like July, 11 cents. It's not even halfway through July, right? But even last month, only 51 cents. And that's because, like I said, I haven't been consistent. So when I was super consistent, the highest amount was $27.80. And you can see here that you have something here called CPM, which means cost per milli, okay? And every month, the CPM is different. So this changes all the time. And it tells you how much advertisers pay every 1,000 times your watch page content is viewed with ads. Okay, so it tells you exactly what it is. And if I want to add a metric here, I can. So for example, if I want to see CPM, okay, so it's actually showing me like my highest month CPM was in April, $7.47. So that was this year, April. And it's interesting to see like every month the different CPMs. So what is estimated monetized playbacks? A monetized playback is when a viewer is shown at least one ad impression when watching the video. A monetized playback is also counted when a viewer abandons the video during the pre-roll ad. Watch page ads. Estimated revenue from AdSense and double-click ads for the selected date, range, and region. This number does not include revenue from any partner-sold ads. So you can actually see all the different metrics, what it means in your reports. And here's a neat little breakdown. Short feed ads, $27.87. Watch page ads, $15.61. YouTube Premium, $1.16. And this is also interesting. You get to see the YouTube ad revenue by ad type. Skippable ads that are inserted before or during the main video and are sold via the AdWords auction. This is the amount I made. Then you have bumper ads, non-skippable ads, display ads, again a different criteria, and then unknown. So it's really broken down in a great deal of detail. Now I know that you have questions for me. You can ask me, okay, but how do I know what niche to get into? What should I choose? Should I choose knitting? Should I choose cooking? Should I choose how I fix my car? What should I actually choose? Go with what you genuinely are interested in, what you genuinely are passionate about, and you have a decent amount of knowledge in it. It's no point, or you are able to learn or you want to learn about it. And I think if you have that will come across in your videos. So go with that, start with that. And remember, you can change your niche. If you thought you want to talk about cooking and then you get absolutely sick and tired of talking about cooking and doing cooking videos and you actually realize you're no longer passionate about it, you can change your niches. You don't have to be stuck to one niche on your YouTube channel forever. You can change, you can pivot. Another question, what if nobody watches my videos? When you are starting off on YouTube, at first, hardly anyone will watch your content. That is true. I've been there, and even big YouTubers who have millions of subscribers have been there. But eventually, as you create more content, you will start to see that more people are watching your content. But even like some days you may find videos don't perform that well and hardly anybody watches. And that's part of the highs and the lows of being a YouTuber. Like on TikTok, I know people put out videos and they get thousands of views so fast. But on YouTube, it's a different game. It really is a different game. It is like they always say, it is a marathon, not a sprint. And so it does teach you to be really patient. And I'm so impatient. I'm incredibly impatient. But YouTube has forced me to be patient. And sometimes I don't like it. I don't like to be patient. I think, gosh, sometimes even now, it's like, why aren't people watching? And then you learn, you can't focus so much on that particular video that you feel that nobody's watching. You have to actually continue to create more content, improve your content, and hopefully see a difference with the number of people that are watching. Should I focus on making money right away with my YouTube channel? Well, I guess that's a preference, right? But I think personally that when you start your YouTube channel, if you don't know anything about YouTube, it takes a while for you to actually learn the skills needed to be a YouTuber. Like even, for example, sitting down here in front of my phone and just talking and being natural and not robotic like how I used to be. It takes time. So instead of putting so much pressure on yourself to make money right from day one, think about the fact that you are building skills which are going to last the rest of your life. Because if you learn how to talk well, right, you can use that in so many aspects of your life. And if you learn how to be confident on camera, again, that will be so beneficial to your own sense of confidence. So think about the fact that you are building yourself, not just your YouTube channel. You are improving yourself. And I think investing in your own knowledge, investing in your own confidence, those are things that are just so important in life, and they will help you with so many aspects of your life. It will go beyond just YouTube. How do I get people to click on my video? Well, this is why the thumbnail is so important. So have an eye-catching thumbnail which draws your viewers' interest, and also make sure to not have too much text in your thumbnail, because if you do, it's very hard to actually understand it when you're looking at the video and the thumbnail on a phone. And also have really interesting, curiosity-based, titles, so that when a person sees the title and the thumbnail, they think, okay, that's interesting, I'm curious, let me click, let me watch. What's more important, quality or quantity of videos? I think when you're starting off on YouTube, quantity of videos helps you to get to quality of videos, because when you're starting, you won't know how to make a quality video right from the start. But what you can do right from the start is provide value, provide valuable information to the person that is watching your video, whether it's in the form of entertainment or education. And the thing is, when you're sitting down like I am now, don't think, oh, hundreds of people are going to be watching me. I'm talking to hundreds of people. Think that you're talking to one person. There's one person on the other side who's watching my content. When I think about it in that way, the pressure eases. I don't feel overwhelmed. I don't feel super nervous that this is going out and I'm going to be on YouTube. And oh my word, what are people going to say? Are the comments going to be nasty? No, I'm just having a chat with one person. It's a friendly, casual chat. So when you start thinking like that, then you'll ease into the art of making content, and eventually that will help you to create quality content, quality videos. Should I script my videos or talk freely? I think that if you want to have a few bullet points, but not stick to every single thing that's even written in your bullet points, go ahead and try that. Try different things. Some people need to have every single word written down. For me, I like to have a few points, but I also like to just talk off the cuff, because I feel it's more natural, and I feel like there isn't so much pressure to get everything absolutely right. Because at the end of the day, it's a human-to-human connection. I'm not a robot, and nor are you. At least I hope that you aren't. So, here we are, just chatting. And the thing about YouTube is, so much of it is about experimentation. So much of it is, let me try this, see if it works. Try that, does it work? Those things don't work? Okay, let's try something else. And a lot of people give up on YouTube because they don't see results fast enough. 6 months in, they think, I should have seen this number of views. I should have had this number of subscribers. And I say that from myself too. I'm also guilty. But sometimes we want to hurry progress, but progress will get there. And sometimes we don't see that we are progressing every day. It's not obvious to us, but when we look back, we'll see that we have progressed. Especially when you look at your first video compared to your 100th video, you will see your progress. You will see how you evolved over time, how your confidence grew, how your ability to talk on camera actually improved over time. So scripted or not scripted, sometimes if it's not scripted, you can start rambling like I just did there. So see what works best for you. Try things out. Try different scenarios and see which one works best for you. Do I need editing skills to start? To be honest, CapCut is pretty user-friendly, so try using CapCut. That's what I use. And I was not good at editing, but over time, I'm getting a bit better. So don't feel like you need to hire an editor. Don't go and do things that are out of your budget. Try and do things on your own. See if you can do it. And sometimes we put ourselves in boxes and think, I can't do this, until we actually try and then realize that we, in fact, can do it. What's the best way to grow? Well, firstly, I'll say that everybody grows at different speeds. So please don't think if that person has reached this milestone by this time, you should have done it too. But what you can do is look at outlier videos. If a channel has a video that has 100,000 views, okay, and this channel is about fixing cars, and your YouTube channel is about fixing cars, and you see that they have this video 100,000 views, but that channel only has 2,000 subscribers, you create your version of that video because you know that video performs so well, and you have a high chance of your video performing well. But look at what worked well within that video for it to perform really well. And you make it your own video, right? But maybe have a similar title, similar thumbnail, etc. So try to do that. Try and do that. And you also learn, like, look at the people who are in your niche. What's working well for them? What can you incorporate into your own channel? What if I'm shy or awkward on camera? You know what? Most people are. I mean, I was too. And we are human. We are going to have these human feelings of feeling scared to be seen, right? But you can't put it off. Don't put it off. Instead, take a chance on yourself and you will surprise yourself. Because like so many things in life, it becomes a habit. I now film almost every day, and it's become a habit. When you create habits and you sustain them and you're consistent with them, then your feelings of awkwardness and shyness on camera, it's there, but it's behind you. It can rear its head now and then, but because you've practiced, because you've seen that you can do it, you think, oh, I don't need to feel shy. I don't need to feel awkward because I know I can do this because I've done it. But when you haven't done it, then those feelings just grow. So practice being on camera, practice creating content. Is it too late to start YouTube now? Absolutely not. In fact, we need more voices here on YouTube. We need more people who have different challenges, who have different successes, to come on YouTube and share their knowledge, share what they've been through. It's powerful, to connect with people from all over the world. So if you feel like YouTube is too saturated, who needs to hear your voice? People need people. People need human connection, and maybe your voice and who you are is just what they actually want. But you won't know if you don't try. And if you already have your YouTube channel and you just haven't been consistent, come on. If you want this, then be consistent with your YouTube journey. My name is Kish, and this YouTube channel that you're watching is all about being a YouTuber. The highs and lows, what I'm learning about being a YouTuber. If that interests you, do subscribe. I also created a video about why you shouldn't tell your family and friends about your YouTube channel. I know that sounds strange, but go ahead and watch that next and have a beautiful week.